What is up, guys? Cam's Kicks here, bringing you guys another video. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how much money I spend in a month, so stay tuned. Alright, so I want to start off by saying this video is in no way meant to brag or flex. It's just meant for entertainment purposes only. So what I have right here is a printed out bank statement for August. I looked at the last 6 months and it ranged anywhere from $9,000, which was actually, it was a little under $9,000, but that's actually the least amount of money that I've spent in the last 6 months, and that was for last month. And the most that I've spent is $52,000. Now I'm not going to talk too much about that because you guys can already find that in my first video that I uploaded on here. It talked about everything that I sold and made that month. And that month was when I bought a ton of Quart Purple 2.01s that came out. So that's what most of that money was spent on, so I'm not going to talk about that again. I'm just going to be showing you the bank statement for August. The total that I spent for August was $8,783.96. For the last 6 months, the total that I spent was $170,000. Now, I've never had anywhere close to that much money at once. That's just from reinvesting my money and pretty much spending the same money. I haven't even had anywhere close to like half of that or anything like that. That's just the total amount that I spent. Now, if I divide that by the 6 months, it equals to about $28,000 a month that I spend on average. So yeah, that's definitely a lot of money. Most of that is all business expenses or shoes that I spend money on to make a profit. But every once in a while, I will spend money on something that's pretty dumb. I try to cut back on as much of that as I can now. I try to save my money more, especially now. That's why I only spent around $9,000 in August. I haven't been buying too much too because I'm trying to save my money for the store, and a lot of this is expenses for that. So yeah, now I'm gonna get into what they were. So the first thing, it says $23.26. This was at Office Depot. It was for a Square card reader that I bought. This will be for the store so I can accept credit cards and debit cards. A lot of things that are on here too is transfers to my other account. That's just a personal account that I don't really use that much. But there is a lot of transfers to it, just very small amounts. I try to just keep like $100 in that account just to buy like snacks and stuff like that. But sometimes I buy snacks and stuff on my business account too. So the next thing is just a transfer to my other account. Now the next two purchases are $17.49 and $17.50. These were just supplies that I needed for the store. The next withdrawal is 1 cent. This was just for Square to confirm my account. They put that money back in my account after. Now the next charge was for $114.62. This was from Shippo. That's what I use to create my labels. Now the annoying thing about that is they don't charge you every label. They just charge you after every so often. So that was for a bunch of labels that I bought, and that was just the total charge. The next thing is another transfer to my personal account. Then the next one is a bill from Amazon for $91.16. There's a few more Amazon purchases. I'm just going to show you guys everything that I got that month. Pretty much all of it was for the store. So once I talk about these charges again, you guys will know what they are. The top thing up there is a USB extension cord. It's for my GoPro so that I can film like deals that I do at the store once it's open. It's 10 feet, so I can just have my GoPro plugged in all day so I can be recording as people come in. The next thing is a gift card. That was for $40. I gave it to my mom for driving me for a couple days. Now, unfortunately, I still don't have my license. I've never got around to it. So right now, I just either Uber or I pay my mom to drive me. It is what it is, but hopefully I'll eventually get around to getting my license. The next thing I ordered was 3 receipt books and all sales are final sign. That was for the store, so it's always been my policy that all sales are final. It just doesn't make sense as a small business to give refunds. And I also got 3 receipt books. These are also for the store, so I can keep a record of stuff and so that I can give customers a receipt. Now the next thing on here are clear shelves that I ordered for the store. It was 200 of them. They go on the slot wall. I've already showed you guys how those look. Then I got 200 shopping bags for the store, a speaker, and 100 shipping boxes. So I believe that's everything that I spent money on Amazon for the month of August. So I'll get back to this now. So the next 3 things are PayPal purchases. They're for $150, $340, and $1,680. These were all shoes that I bought for inventory. The last charge on this page is for $183.35. That was another Amazon purchase, and I already just showed you guys what those were. So moving on to the next page, this next charge is from Liberty Mutual. This is my insurance company that I have for the store now. So I'm going to be paying this monthly. It's for $162.44. Now this covers $250,000 and $20,000 in cash. So this should cover everything that I would need for the store. So if anything ever happens, hopefully that should be covered. Now the next charge is for $17.66. This is at Italian Delight. It's a really good restaurant that's right down the street from me. I can literally walk to it. I go to it all the time. The next two purchases are for $750 and $740. I bought a pair of Sean Witherspoon Air Max 197s. The first one, it got canceled and refunded to me for $750. And then I messaged them back and they ended up selling it to me for $740. So one of those I got refunded, so I didn't technically spend that. Now the next charge is for $20.02. This was for a label that I bought on USPS. Then I have two more charges that are transfers to my other account. Then the next one is another bill from Shippo. So that was for a bunch of labels. It was for $51.68. Now the next charge really kills me. I spent it at Lowe's. I spent $607.13. This is for a ton of supplies for the store. So I bought a bunch of like screws, nails, curtain rods, curtains, and all types of stuff like that. So that was pretty expensive, but that was just for the store, so that's another business expense. Then I spent $159 on Amazon. That was some of the stuff that I already showed you guys. Then I spent another $13.53 at Lowe's. One of the curtains was too short, so I had to exchange it for a longer one and pay the difference. The next purchase was at Rite Aid. It was for $12.04. This was some snacks that I bought while I was working on the store. The next transaction was a withdrawal from the ATM. It was for $220. I paid $60 to my mom for driving me around for the last 3 days, and $160 to my brother because he spent 16 hours helping me install stuff at the store. The next charge was for $14.45 at Turkey Hill. These were some more snacks that I bought. Then the next purchase was at gotprint.com. These were all my business cards. It was 500 of them. It cost $22.63. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I've gotten them before at like Staples or something and they were way more expensive. So it's always good to order stuff like that online. The next charge was for $24.36 at Lowe's. I don't exactly remember what that was, but it was definitely more supplies for the store. Then the next charge was for $103.20. I sent that to my dad because my whole family went out of town for a week and I had to buy groceries. Then there's just a bunch more transfers to my other account, so I don't need to go through all of those. Then the next thing was another bill from Shippo for $18.59. That was the smallest bill from them, I think, because I only bought a few labels within that period. Now the next two charges were for $440 and $160. So that's a total of $600. That was cash to buy 3 pairs of Jordan 1s. I already made that a video and uploaded that, so I'm sure you guys have seen that. Then I spent $10.50 at Dollar General. That was on snacks. Then the next purchase was $81.85. This was at Lowe's. I bought a trash can, trash bags, and some cleaning supplies for the store, and a few other things like that. Then I spent $12.47 at Dollar General on some more snacks. Then I spent $130 and $200. This was from 2 pairs of shoes that I bought. I showed you guys that in my last video. And I spent $29.61 on Amazon. That was some stuff that I already showed you guys. Then I bought another pair of shoes for $230. It was a brand new pair of satin snakeskin Jordan 1s. Then I spent $40 on Amazon. This was a gift card that I sent my mom for driving me for a couple days. Then the last expense for the month of August was at Turkey Hill. It was for $19.14. It was some more snacks that I bought. So I already said what it was, but I'll say it again. The total that I spent in August was $8,783.96. I also wrote a check for $4,400 for my security deposit and my first and last month's rent for the store. So that hasn't been taken from my account yet. So I didn't technically spend that yet, so that's not included in that amount. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me know if you guys like these type of videos. I watch a lot of like investing videos and just like financial videos like this. So I thought it'd be interesting to make one myself. So please make sure to like, comment, and share this video. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please make sure to follow me on Instagram at camskicks.sc. Thank you guys, and have a great night.